Greetings, my name is Marvin Norman, and before we get started, I would like to give honor to God and to His Son Jesus Christ, who is the author and the finisher of my life. I will be elaborating today on the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. My theme is My Status Has Changed, with a subtopic of I Have a New Life. In these verses, as I explain them, I hope you will understand how I have come to meet with my theme. If you have your books, let's go to Colossians chapter 3, verses 1 through 4. And it reads, If then be risen with Christ, seek those things which are above, where Christ sits on the right hand of God. Setting your affections on things above, not on things on the earth. For you are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall you also appear with him in glory. Now we'll start to explain the verses. The first two verses, this here shows where Paul was talking to the Colossians in a letter, and he was telling them that they have been converted from the old life into the new life of Christianity. That they not only should they focus on their life, but they should have a renewal of the mind. They should start thinking not much of the things of the earth that will one day perish, like maybe homes, clothes, the things that we go out and do, things that we do for our family. Don't think so much of those things, because those things one day will pass away. But to start focusing more on things that are eternal, such as Christ returning, the way we should carry ourselves until he returns. Now, if we will go to Colossians 3, go from verses 10 to 17, it kind of elaborate a little on those eternal things that we should put on, so that when Christ do return, he will find us ready, and we will be ready to return with him to the place that he had went to prepare for us. Now in verse 3, it reads, For you are dead, and your life is hid with Christ in God. Now what Paul is saying to the Colossians here is, you died to the old way. You died to the old man. You died to your old nature. You died to the worldly things of fornication, being jealous, stealing, wanting stuff that belongs to other people. You died from that stuff. Now that you've risen, you need to start focus on more heavenly stuff. He said that you are hid. Right here, he said your life is hid with Christ. Now, being dead, we should have as much desire for the world as a dead person does. And we all know that the dead don't have no desire. So that's the way it should be as we look at the things of the world. We should just be dead to those things that's going to cause us to come short of God's glory. And when he say that we are hid in Christ, he's not talking about that Christ got to hide our identity. What he's saying is that our life, our Christian life, being that we have chosen him and he has chosen us, our life is secure, is safe in him. And nothing can take that from him. Only way if we fall back, turn our backs on him, that will take us out of that security. In verse 3, that's exactly what that's talking about. Now as we go down to verse 4, it reads, When Christ, who is our life, shall appear, then shall you also appear with him in glory. Now this verse actually is self-explanatory. It's saying those who have washed their bodies in the blood of Christ for what he have done. Those that when he come back in the rapture, when he comes back for the church, those, we will put on our new bodies. We will put on our new bodies that, guess what? We will be able to go and live with Christ. Because we got to understand, as Christians, that's why we become Christians. We become Christians to live in Christ in the hope that one day we will be able to live with Christ, to die and live with him. So as Christians, we got to understand why we're Christians. And as Paul was saying, when Christ, who is our life, shall appear, that means, hey, our life in him, he's our life. And as we go into him, what more can you say? This stuff is self-explanatory. And we all want to live with Christ in that new heaven and on that new earth. And these verses, 1 through 4, is really just speaking about having a new life in Christ. That one day, those who have kept and followed Christ's teachings will one day be able to go and live with him. Now, this is not a thing of hope for the future. This is something that has been accomplished through the crucifixion of Christ that have sealed our being with him as long as we live for him. And as he returned, that comes to my conclusion of my topic. My status have changed, and I hope that this video has kind of inspired someone on these 4 topics, that how we should carry ourselves and what it means to have a new life from sinner to Christianity. Be blessed. Thank you.